Hi, if you guys suffer from a hiatal hernia, you're going to want to watch this maneuver that I do. There are many chiropractors around the country and around the world that do this, but you really need to call up and ask around. We get a lot of people calling from all over the country about this maneuver. Now, there applied kinesiologists sometimes do this maneuver, but what this maneuver does is it physically pulls the stomach down below the diaphragm so you can go ahead and begin to do the exercises. We did a really great video. You'll want to check this video out. 10 really great hiatal hernia exercises, but you want to have the maneuver done first or while you're doing the exercises, not at the same time, but you know, during that time period. So you can pull the stomach down and then you can strengthen the diaphragm so it doesn't slide or herniate back up through the diaphragm. So she has a hiatal hernia, but her hiatal hernia is definitely from scoliosis. She has a severe case of scoliosis, and that's what's made her susceptible to this. And then it's also weakened her diaphragm. So I've been seeing you for 22 years. Didn't even know she had a hiatal hernia, I guess. How did it come up?
I was just feeling very sick.
Recently, she was just feeling sick. She had some acid reflux,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Difficulty breathing. Lift your legs up, bend your knees. So I asked her a couple questions and we found out she had a hiatal hernia. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Yes, you can do this on your own, but it's really hard to get the angle to do it yourself. So we've come out with a self-help tool that's gonna be out soon. A lot of people have been asking about that, but we're gonna go ahead and do the hiatal hernia maneuver here. So I'm just gonna put my thumb right where the xiphoid is, where the ribs come together, right to the left of it. And you're gonna breathe in and out, and I'm just gonna put my thumb in there a little bit deeper with each exhalation, and I'll try to move my hand out of the way so you guys can see. And I'm gonna be using about at least 10 pounds of pressure. If somebody's overweight, I have to typically use more than 10 pounds of pressure. For thinner people, I don't. But if it's a thin person with a really bound up abdominal wall, it's really, really tight, then I might need to use more than 10 pounds of pressure. And as you can see here, I'm going in a little bit deeper, another millimeter to 2, maybe even 3 millimeters deeper per each exhalation. And then sometimes I'll hear a little gurgling. Once I hear that, with my thumb, I'll do this motion. I'll scoop, right? So it's this motion here. And we're getting there right now. There we go. I feel it. And I'm going to scoop with my thumb like that and slide it down, maintaining that consistent pressure. There we go. So if you're doing this on yourself, you want to keep with that same consistent, strong pressure there. Not too strong, but strong enough. And you might hear some gurgling. That's normal. And you'll see here. So I'm going to show you guys in a second close up that scooping motion that I'm talking about. I'll show you close up on the camera here. And deep breath in and out. Good. And then sometimes I reinforce on my thumb. I put my other hand on top of it because most people do not. Your thumb's not that strong. My thumbs are really strong, my fingers, and I can't do it by myself. So I reinforce that thumb with either my other thumb or my fingers to get in there a little bit stronger and to support my thumb so I don't dislocate my thumb. You guys can do it with your fingertips. And Stephanie, has this been helpful for you? We've done it a couple of times.
So. Very much so.
So there you go. She just said very much so for those of you that didn't hear this. It's extremely effective. If you haven't done this, you're missing out. So that scooping motion I'm talking about. I take the thumb, I dig it deeper, 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 deeper. Once I hear that gurgling or I feel like I've got the stomach like a little bulb under my thumb, I then scoop like this and slide it, scoop like this and slide it down to the belly button. I hope that helps. Let me give you a couple contraindications to doing this maneuver. If you've had fundoscopic surgery or if you've had a hiatal hernia surgery, I wouldn't do this. I just wouldn't do that to patients. We had one case, the guy begged me to do it, and I had him sign a form. You're removing myself of any liability. You also, if you have an abdominal aortic aneurysm, do not do this and get yourself into the hospital and get that taken care of. So any abdominal aortic calcification or stomach surgeries, things like that, you really want to be careful doing this maneuver. There are several others. I'm going to put all the contraindications here listed to doing this maneuver. But most people, 90% of the population, have a sliding type 1 hiatal hernia. This will work for that. And it also works for sliding type 2 hiatal hernia as well. If you have a type 3 or 4, you're most likely going to need surgery. So if you guys have any questions, comment below. And thanks for tuning in. And thanks for letting us use you as a little guinea pig.
You're very welcome, doctor, anytime.
All right. Thank you guys so much. If you got anything from this video, or even if you just like this view of the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building, give me a like and don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate you guys.